In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on April 29, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Boston Celtics versus Miami Heat. Game 4 featuring the top-seeded Boston Celtics against the 8th-seeded Miami Heat is slated for Monday night. The Celtics currently hold a 2-1 advantage in the best-of-7 series. Boston dominated the opening match in Miami, securing a 104-84 victory and comfortably covering the 9.5-point spread as favorites. The Boston Celtics are poised to extend their series lead to 3-1 after breezing past the Heat with a 104-84 triumph in Game 3 on Saturday. Jason Tatum led the charge with an impressive stat line of 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. Jaylen Brown contributed 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists on 1 of 2-0 shooting, while Kristaps Porzingis notched 18 points, with Derek White adding 16 points. The Celtics collectively shot 47% from the field and 11 of 37 from beyond the arc. However, it was their stout defense that set the tone, holding the Heat to a mere 12 points in the first quarter before allowing a 42-point explosion in the second quarter, establishing a lead of up to 29 points. On the other hand, the Miami Heat, buoyed by a surprising road victory in Game 2, faced a setback after a resounding defeat at the hands of the Celtics in Game 3. Bam Adebayo led the Heat with 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists, while Nikola Jovic and Tyler Herro contributed 15 points each. James Jr. added 12 points and 5 assists. Despite shooting only 41% from the field and 9 of 28 from downtown, the Heat struggled from the onset and trailed 63-39 at halftime. Kevin Love and Duncan Robinson failed to score, and Caleb Martin managed just 5 points in 38 minutes of play. The injury report for the Celtics remains clear, while the Heat continue to miss Terry Rozier, Josh Richardson, and Jimmy Butler. Boston has emerged victorious in 8 of their last 10 matchups against the Heat, with 5 of those wins by a margin of 10 or more points. The absence of key players like Butler and Rozier severely limits Miami's offensive capabilities, resulting in sizable point spreads. Despite this, the Heat often excel when least expected and tend to bounce back from playoff losses under coach Erik Spoelstra. The return of Wright provides additional defensive depth, potentially enabling the Heat to counter Boston's effective zone defense. Following their rebound in Game 3, the Celtics aim to maintain momentum, although the Heat typically respond strongly after losses. Thus, a closely contested match is anticipated. While Boston is favored to secure a 3-1 series lead, Miami is expected to put up a stronger fight, so that the Miami Heat to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Having closely followed this series and successfully predicted 2 out of 3 total bets, I am opting for the over once more. In the previous 6 meetings between these teams, the total points exceeded 203, averaging 224 points. Boston boasts an elite offense, ranking 2nd in raw points per game and 1st in offensive efficiency. Given their scoring prowess, if the Celtics replicate their high-scoring performances, the total points should surpass the set threshold. Moreover, with the Heat playing at home, contributions from role players could further bolster the score. Given the relatively low number in today's NBA, I anticipate the total points to exceed expectations, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Oklahoma City Thunder versus New Orleans Pelicans. It's a Western Conference matchup on the hardwood as the NBA postseason rolls on when a pair of teams lock up in the Big Easy. The top-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder are on the road as they make the trip to play Game 4 of their best-of-7 series with the 8th-seeded New Orleans Pelicans Saturday afternoon. In Game 1 of the series Sunday night, Oklahoma City rallied to pick up a 94-92 victory to draw first blood, though the Pelicans covered the line as an 8.5-point underdog. The Thunder steamrolled their way to a 124-92 victory in Game 2 of the series at home Wednesday night, covering the line as a 7.5-point favorite to take a commanding advantage. Oklahoma City continued their success as they rolled to a 106-85 road triumph in Game 3 Saturday, easily covering the line as a 1.5-point favorite. Will the Thunder cruise into the second round, or will the Pelicans find a way to extend the series here? In the all-time regular season series between the teams, the Thunder owns a 42-32 advantage and took 2 of 3 meetings this season. This marks the first playoff series between the franchises in their respective histories, giving the Thunder a 3-0 advantage in head-to-head victories. In the realm of Western Conference basketball, another chapter unfolds as the NBA playoffs progress, pitting 2 formidable teams against each other in the vibrant city of New Orleans. The Oklahoma City Thunder, holding the top seed, embark on an away journey to engage in Game 4 of their best-of-7 showdown with the 8th-seeded New Orleans Pelicans on a Saturday afternoon. Their series commenced with a tense showdown on a Sunday night, where the Thunder clinched a narrow 94-92 triumph in Game 1, although the Pelicans, considered underdogs with an 8.5-point spread, managed to cover. Subsequently, the Thunder asserted their dominance with an impressive 124-92 victory in Game 2 at their home court, covered by a 7.5-point favoritism. This momentum surged as they secured a 106-85 triumph in Game 3, extending their lead. As Game 4 looms, the looming question is whether the Thunder will effortlessly advance to the next round or if the Pelicans will mount a formidable resistance. In the annals of their regular season encounters, the Thunder have historically held the upper hand, boasting a 42-32 advantage in their head-to-head matchups. This season further fortified their dominance as they claimed victory in 2 out of the 3 meetings. Notably, this playoff series marks the inaugural postseason clash between the franchises, granting the Thunder a significant 3-0 lead in their playoff duels. The Oklahoma City Thunder approach Game 4 with a determined stance, seeking to seal their triumph over the Pelicans, emboldened by their resounding 106-85 road victory in Game 3. Spearheaded by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's stellar performance, amassing 24 points, 8 assists, and 4 steals, supplemented by noteworthy contributions from Jalen Williams and Josh Giddey, who each tallied 21 points, the Thunder exhibited a cohesive offensive display. Their collective effort translated into a commendable 48% shooting accuracy from the field, coupled with a proficient 1-7 of 3-6 mark from beyond the arc. Swiftly seizing control from the onset, the Thunder orchestrated a defensive stronghold, limiting the Pelicans to a mere 19 points in the opening quarter before surging with a remarkable 37-point spree in the second quarter. Conversely, the New Orleans Pelicans find themselves in dire straits, endeavoring to evade a series sweep following a disheartening performance in Game 3. Despite Brandon Ingram's commendable 19-point contribution and C.J. McCollum's 16-point display accompanied by 7 assists, the Pelicans faltered, mustering only a 38% shooting efficiency from the field and a paltry 9 of 32 mark from long range. Evidently outmatched from the outset, the Pelicans struggled to match the Thunder's intensity, facing a daunting double-digit deficit by halftime, exacerbated by Jonas Valanciunas' limited impact and Jose Alvarado's unproductive bench stint. As the series unfolds, the disparity between the two teams becomes increasingly apparent. Despite a promising opportunity in Game 1, the Pelicans' subsequent offensive struggles, compounded by the absence of their pivotal player Zion Williamson, have catalyzed the Thunder's dominance. Tasked with stifling Brandon Ingram and nullifying the Pelicans' offensive potency, the Thunder have executed a formidable defensive strategy, limiting their opponents to subpar offensive outputs. Meanwhile, fortified by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's prolific scoring prowess and supported by a well-rounded roster, the Thunder have surged ahead with unwavering momentum, propelled by their balanced offensive arsenal. Reflecting on the series' trajectory, one can't help but contemplate the potential impact of Zion Williamson's absence, whose injury has undoubtedly hampered the Pelicans' offensive capabilities. Struggling to replicate their regular season form, the Pelicans' offensive struggles have been glaring, with their efficiency metrics painting a grim picture. In contrast, the Thunder's cohesive gameplay and depth have propelled them towards an imminent series victory, capitalizing on the Pelicans' vulnerabilities. With the Pelicans facing an uphill battle, the prospect of extending the series appears increasingly bleak. Hindered by their offensive woes and a formidable Thunder lineup, the Pelicans find themselves on the brink of elimination. Despite the possibility of a spirited effort to stave off defeat, the Thunder's overwhelming superiority suggests an inevitable outcome, potentially culminating in a comprehensive victory for the top-seeded team. So the Oklahoma City Thunder to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Looking ahead, the prospect of a competitive showdown diminishes as the Pelicans' inability to mount a significant challenge becomes increasingly apparent. While hopes may linger for a valiant resurgence, the prevailing narrative suggests a continuation of the Thunder's dominance, further solidifying their status as the frontrunners in this postseason matchup. Considering the broader context, recent trends indicate a propensity for low-scoring encounters between these two teams, with a notable inclination towards defensive prowess. With both teams struggling to eclipse the 216-point threshold in their previous encounters, expectations remain subdued regarding offensive fireworks. While the Pelicans' offensive struggles persist, the Thunder's defensive tenacity augurs well for maintaining their defensive stronghold. Consequently, a conservative approach towards the total points scored seems prudent, with the likelihood of both teams falling short of the projected mark. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Lakers vs. Denver Nuggets. In Game 4, the Los Angeles Lakers exhibited a renewed vigor, orchestrating their most impressive second-half performance of the series, which culminated in a decisive 119-108 victory over the Denver Nuggets, effectively snapping an 11-game losing streak. Notably, the Nuggets failed to seize a lead throughout the entirety of Game 4 and found themselves outmatched on the boards by the Lakers for the first time in this series. As the series pivots to Denver, the Nuggets are poised to endeavor in closing out this contest. To stave off elimination, the Los Angeles Lakers understood the imperative of commencing Game 4 with tenacity, a mission they executed flawlessly in their wire-to-wire triumph over the Nuggets, securing a commanding 119-108 victory. Spearheading the Lakers' charge was LeBron James, who amassed 30 points on a proficient 1-4 of 2-3 shooting, complemented by Anthony Davis' impressive stat line of 25 points, 23 rebounds, and 6 assists. Additionally, contributions from D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves, each netting 21 points, fortified the Lakers' offensive prowess. Bolstered by a collective shooting accuracy exceeding 52% from the field and 8 of 26 from beyond the arc, coupled with resolute defensive efforts, the Lakers surged to a commanding 19-point lead, effectively withstanding any late-game resurgence from the Nuggets. Conversely, the Denver Nuggets, perhaps underestimating the Lakers' resolve, faltered at the outset of Game 4, swiftly encountering adversity against a resurgent Lakers squad. Despite Nikola Jokic's stellar performance, amassing a triple-double of 33 points, 14 rebounds, and 14 assists, supported by Michael Porter Jr.'s 27 points and 11 rebounds, and Jamal Murray's 22 points, the Nuggets struggled to contain the Lakers' onslaught. Plagued by a tepid start and a substantial halftime deficit, exacerbated by Aaron Gordon's subdued output of 7 points in 42 minutes and lackluster bench contributions, the Nuggets found themselves perpetually playing catch-up. Although the Lakers once again asserted dominance in the opening half, a notable departure from their previous performances manifested in their ability to maintain composure and close out Game 4 effectively. Bolstered by the late-game heroics of LeBron James and D'Angelo Russell, the Lakers thwarted every surge mounted by the Nuggets, underscoring their newfound resilience. Conversely, the Nuggets' recurrent struggles to ignite a fiery start in the first half, compounded by Jamal Murray's shooting woes and his subsequent injury scare, portend a challenging road ahead. Despite Murray's probable participation, his compromised physical condition may hinder his effectiveness. Encouragingly for the Lakers, the emergence of dual offensive threats in Russell and Reeves instills confidence heading into Game 5, complementing the consistent excellence exhibited by James and Davis thus far. Despite the Denver Nuggets' status as favorites, predicated on their dominant track record against the Lakers and formidable home court advantage, the series dynamics belie conventional expectations. Despite trailing 3-1, the Lakers have consistently asserted control, maintaining substantial leads and dictating the tempo for much of the series. However, their Achilles heel remains their inability to finish strong. Game 4's resounding victory may serve as a catalyst for a potential resurgence, although uncertainties abound. Notably, the Lakers' ability to compete toe-to-toe with the Nuggets suggests value in going with them in this one, so the Los Angeles Lakers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Of the series' 4 encounters, 3 have fallen short of the projected total, with Game 4 representing the sole exception. Predicated on the Lakers' historical offensive struggles in Denver and the Nuggets' penchant for a deliberate pace, coupled with Murray's injury-induced limitations, a subdued offensive output seems probable. Thus, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.